All right, got a bunch of things here, countering the singles, and then controlling the guy on top. I call this a squirrel because when I'm in this position, I have my leg in the air like this, and it looks kind of like I'm a squirrel with my squirrel tail up in the air. My leg in the air looks kind of like a tail, I think. So I call it the squirrel move, whatever. The squirrel. Guy's in on a single. I'm fighting here. I'm trying to get my leg back. What I'm trying to do is force him with hands locked up into my crotch as best I can instead of down on my knee. Then I hook his elbow here with my hand, and I put my elbow on the mat. I'm laying in the back of his head, and I got to hold his elbow really good. And what I'm going to do with his leg is I'm going to move this leg back around to him. And I can't wait for him to step over that. Now, we're in this position. His head's down. I got his elbow. He stepped over my leg. I'm going to pull his elbow up and put it behind his head, up and behind his head, and put my head on the mat here. From here, pull up, drop your head, and squirrel your leg in the air. And keep it up here. There's the squirrel tail. And what you're doing is you're pulling this arm, which he's not very flexible, but I'm going to pull it back and up behind his head, up here, as I'm lifting. And just stay here in this position. With this arm behind the head. He's not having a happy day. And a little squirrel. It's a sneaky little thing. And it's just kind of fun to play with. And every one of you is going to have, if you're coaching, 1 or 2 squirrels on your team. Crazy kids, those flip-flops, they get into crazy positions. They'd love that. You know, you're a short stand-up, single, double leg guy. Lead them to do a stand-up, single, and doubles. But you get those tall, skinny guys that are looking for that little extra thing that they can do with their flexibility. Remember, short guys are faster than your opponent. They're stronger than your opponent. You, if you're taller, have more flexibility and more range. You have a greater reach and range and flexibility going for you. And when these two start firing at each other, you know, it doesn't matter. Either or can win. It's who does whatever they do best. And so your tall, skinny kids can be just as good as your short, squatty body, powerful guys. Okay? So now we're talking about down position. If you have a near side one-on-one on somebody, you're reaching out and you're taking a one-on-one. And you want to somehow work with this arm, whether you want to get it behind his back and start working on him or control him or ride him. A lot of times, as soon as you get a hold of the wrist, they want to get out. So they're going to roll their hand out and free the wrist. It's Wrestling 101 is rolling your arm out. So when I grab here, as soon as he does it, I can't keep it. He just brings his hand in and rolls it, and my hand pops off. I don't care how strong a grip you have. Rolling your arm out will clear the hand. So we have 2 ways of stopping that. And the coaches, you might like this. Instead of grabbing the wrist, you grab the outside of the hand. So I now, instead of here, I have this. Here to here. When you grab the hand here, there's no rolling out to get. As long as I go to the wrist, then you can roll it out. If you get the hand or the wrist does the same thing. I can still take it across and do whatever, any type of exercise I want to do or offensive movements, but it keeps him from rolling it out. You can do that. Or you take your knee that's closest to his arm and block it. Bring your knee up here. So when you have his wrist, you just block it your leg here. You know, if you notice when he rolls his hand goes here, it has to come out here and back around. It has to go out here. But if your knee's in the way, he can't get it that. So you can block it and hold it there. So you have a choice of either grabbing the side of the hand or putting a knee in there to block the arm from being able to roll out. Little tidbits that you might find 1 or 2 of your kids like to do a one-on-one, and the kids will roll the hand out. Johnny, Bob, get over here. Okay, here's how we're going to stop that. It'll help them. You know, I'm not sure it's a team move as much as it is fine-tuning some of your better athletes.